I'll have what she's having.
Yes, I think we all will. Welcome back, guys. Today we are checking out When Harry Met Sally for the very first time. I always heard the phrase When Harry Met Sally, and I just assumed it was some phrase people say often, and I've heard it quite a lot. But not until recently I discovered it's actually based on a movie. So you guys know I love a good rom-com on this channel. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. When Harry Met Sally. ...
And I said, Arthur, you see that girl? I'm going to marry her. And 2 weeks
Damn.
later, we were married.
In 2 weeks?
Whatever and the day.
She's just like me right now.
Oh, hi, Sally. Sally, this is Harry Burns. Harry, this is Sally Albright.
Nice to meet you.
When Harry met
Your shift?
Sally.
Already? I'll call you as soon as I get there.
Oh, call me from the road.
I'll call you before then.
Sorry.
I miss you already.
I love is yes.
18-hour trip, which breaks down into 6 shifts of 3 hours each, or alternatively, we could break it down by mileage.
Grape?
No, I don't like to eat between meals.
I'll roll down the window.
Maybe you should have done that first.
Why don't you tell me the story of your life?
The story of my life isn't even going to get us out of Chicago. I mean, nothing's happened to me yet. That's why I'm going to New York.
Suppose nothing happens to you. Suppose you lived there your whole life and nothing happens, you never meet anybody, you never become anything, and finally you die, one of those New York deaths that nobody notices for 2 weeks until
This guy's very optimistic.
You're probably one of those cheerful people who dots their eyes with little hearts. When I buy a new book, I always read the last page first. That way, in case I die before I finish, I know how it ends. That, my friend, is a dark side.
What is wrong with this dude?
Of course not, you're too busy being happy. You ever think about death?
Yes.
Sure you do. A fleeting thought that you're in and out of when the shit comes down, I'm gonna be prepared, and you're not, that's all I'm saying.
In the meantime, you're going to ruin your whole life.
What is wrong with this dude?
I want to spend the rest of my life in Casablanca, married to a man who runs a bar. That probably sounds very snobbish to you, but I don't.
With a man you've had the greatest sex of your life with, just because he owns a bar and that is all he does.
Yes. What? What?
Nothing.
What?
Forget about it.
What? Forget about what?
It's not important.
Now just tell me.
You can't just say I understand and then not tell me.
Obviously, you haven't had great sex yet.
Plenty of good sex.
That dude, the dude eyeballing there like, oh really?
With whom did you have this great sex?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Tell me every detail, woman. She's gonna say, isn't she?
Shell Gordon.
You did not have great sex with Sheldon.
I did too.
The guy from Big Bang Theory?
Humping and pumping is not Sheldon's strong suit. It's the name. Do it to me, Sheldon. You're an animal, Sheldon. Ride me, big Sheldon.
What's wrong with Big Sheldon and then Small Sheldon?
But I'd like the pie heated, and I don't want the ice cream on top. I want it on the side, and I'd like...
Not even the pie?
No, just the pie.
She's thought this through.
How come you broke up with Sheldon?
How do you know we broke up?
Because if you didn't break up, you wouldn't be here with me.
And second of all, it is none of your business why we broke up.
You're right, you're right. I don't want to know.
Well, if you must know, it was because he was very
Oh no.
Days of the week underpants.
Yes. They had the days...
Care to show me so I can see just as evidence?
Sheldon says to me, you never wear Sunday. And I told him, and he didn't believe me.
What?
But where was Sunday?
Make Sunday.
Why not?
Because of God.
What?
You're a very attractive person.
She's adorable.
Thank you.
Amanda never said how attractive you were.
Amanda,
Well, thank you.
friend.
So?
So you're going with her.
So?
Hang on to me.
No, I wasn't. What? Just for the sake of argument, that it was a come-on. What do you want me to do about it?
You can't take it back,
You're ugly.
Not.
because it's already out there.
Oh, geez, what are we supposed to do? That's what I always say. Let it lie.
These guys have such great chemistry.
Said I would and then I didn't.
Harry.
I went the other way.
Harry.
Oh, he's not stopping.
Is that men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
That's not true. I have a number of men friends, and there is no sex involved.
No, you don't.
Men friends.
No, what I'm saying is they all want to have sex with you.
That's probably true.
Because no man can be friends with a woman that he finds attractive. He always wants to have sex. Doesn't matter. Because the sex thing is already out there, so the friendship is ultimately doomed, and that is the end of the story.
Well, I guess we're not.
This guy really thinks things through, doesn't he?
You're the only person that I knew in New York.
Well, they've made it. Dude just has a baseball bat.
Right.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Anyway, better be gone.
Well, have a nice life.
You too.
Well, they've met. That's the end of the movie, right? Doesn't say anything else. It just said they've met.
Tomato, tomato, tomato.
Short film.
Her face was burned on my brain. And it was 34 years later.
We both looked at each other, and it was just as though not a single day had gone by.
Wonder if these are real people and not actors. 5 years later. Roles reversed from him from the beginning.
Joe, I thought it was you. I thought it was you, Harry Burns.
Harry, how you doing? No, I switched to the other side.
Does he recognize me?
Harry, this is Sally Albright, Harry Burns.
Oh, Sally, yes.
Well, listen, I got a plane to catch. It was really good to see you, Joe.
You too, Harry.
Bye.
I drove from college to New York with him 5 years ago, and it was the longest night of my life.
What happened?
He made a pass at me, and when I said,
What happened during the night?
the girlfriend of mine, oh, God, I can't remember her name.
She can't even remember the name.
I said we could just be friends. And this part I remember. He said that men and women could never really be friends.
Oh my god, that's
Do you think
stayed in her head.
I love you.
you do?
Why does this guy look like a young Donald Trump? Oh my god, is Harry on that plane? He is? Oh my god.
Here's what I want. Regular tomato juice filled up.
Wait, is this the waitress again?
A flash of Bloody Mary mix just as...
She's an air hostess?
Do you look this good at the University of Chicago?
No.
Did we ever...
No.
Would you two like to sit together?
Great, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. This guy, MVP, if they get together at the end, it was that man.
Whatever happened to her?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? You were really good friends with her. We didn't...
She died in a tragic bus accident. It was terrible.
You were going to be a gymnast.
A journalist.
Right, that's what I said. And?
Same thing, right?
I work at the news.
Great. And you're with Joe. You're together, what, 3 weeks?
A month.
Because eventually things move on and you don't take someone to the airport. And I never wanted anyone to say to me, how come you never take me to the airport anymore?
You look like a normal person, but actually you are the angel of death.
Are you going to marry him?
These guys are so perfect for each other. They just talk so much.
I'm getting married.
You are? You are. You're getting married.
Yeah. Well, you'd be amazed what falling madly in love can do for you. Meet someone, you have the safe lunch, you decide you like each other enough to move on to dinner. You go dancing, you do the white man's overbite. How long do I have to lie here and hold her before I can get up and go home? Is 30 seconds enough?
That's what you're thinking.
What?
True?
Sure. All men think that. All night, right? See, that's the problem. Somewhere between 30 seconds.
This dude.
Thing over?
Oh god, not this guy again, jeez.
Yes, that's right. They can't be friends. Unless both of them are involved with other people, then they can.
That's the one rule, yes.
That doesn't work either, because what happens then is the person you're involved with can't understand why you need to be friends with the person you're just friends with. Then when you say, no, it's not true, nothing is missing from the relationship, the person you're involved with...
Who's that woman? I want to know her backstory.
Harry? Goodbye.
Okay. I'll just stop walking, I'll let you go ahead.
So who's the one that's going to walk off?
But I didn't marry Barbara. I married Marjorie.
Then you got a divorce.
Right. Then I married Katie.
Another divorce.
Jesus.
You know what I found? No, what? He and his wife just went out and spent $16.
Just can't get rid of this man, can she?
There must be someone. Sally found someone.
Well, Sally got the last good one.
Joe and I broke up.
What? When?
Monday.
He took me to the airport. It was terrible.
I said to myself, you deserve more than this. You're 31 years old.
And the clock is ticking.
The clock doesn't really start to tick until...
Really, Marie?
Well, how else do you think you do it? I've got the perfect guy.
How many cars does she have?
Chance.
Marie, I'm not ready yet.
Oh my god, it's Harry, isn't it? Oh my god, no.
I am.
No.
Who is it?
Alex Anderson.
Okay.
Who right now has no chance of being anything to me but a transitional man.
Okay. His wife left him and everyone said, give him some time, don't move in too fast. 6 months later, he was dead.
Married to someone right away in case he's about to die?
Yes.
At least you could say you were married.
Why was Carrie Fisher looking the wrong way then? She was like there and she was looking straight ahead of her at the other woman.
Helen comes home from work and she says,
She's got a beard now.
I don't know if I want to be married anymore. Why don't we take some time to think about it? You know, don't rush into anything.
Yeah, right.
Next day, she says she's thought about it, and she wants a trial separation.
Wow.
She just wants, so I say to her, don't you love me anymore? You know what she says? I don't know if I've ever loved you.
Ooh, that's hard.
Wow. They're gonna keep having to do that every time.
I say, Helen, when did you call these movies? And she doesn't say anything. So I asked
Months in advance.
one of them wearing a t-shirt that says, don't fuck with Mr. Zero. So I said, Helen, when did you make this arrangement? I said, you've known for a week and you didn't tell me? And she says, I didn't want to ruin your birthday.
Zero knew you were getting a divorce a week before you did?
Mr. Zero, no.
What could be worse than Mr.
Yeah, what's that?
She's in love with somebody else. Some tax attorney.
She's in love with Mr. Zero.
I knew the whole time that even though we were happy, it was just an illusion. And that one day she would kick the shit out of me.
It's just a symptom that something else is wrong.
Oh, really? Well, that symptom is fucking my wife.
Perfect time to do it.
I don't think he's ever gonna leave her. No one thinks he's ever gonna leave her. You're right, I know you're right.
Gosh, love is so complicated. And there's so many books about it. Oh no. Dude. He said he was a stalker. He said he stalked his wife. And now he's stalking Sally.
Someone is staring at you in personal growth.
I know him. You'd like him. He's married.
Who is he?
Perfect.
He's cute.
You think he's cute?
How do you know he's married?
Because last time I saw him, he was getting married. Also, he's obnoxious.
And they fall madly in love.
Also, he never remembers me.
Sally Albright.
Oh.
Yeah. This is Marie. What is Marie?
This is Marie.
Who are you?
Oh,
Fine.
she's gone.
You're not with Joe anymore?
We just broke up.
Oh, wow, that's really convenient timing.
What about you?
I'm fine.
How's married life?
Oh,
Not so good.
about that.
Getting a divorce.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She walked a step closer.
When Joe and I started seeing each other, we wanted
Oh.
exactly the same thing. We wanted to live together
Couldn't do this before, but now
every time anyone was
they got similar
in their relationship.
experiences.
I would sit around with my girlfriends who have kids, and she would complain about how she and Gary never did it anymore. We were up all night. They were both exhausted all the time. The kids just took every sexual impulse they had out of them.
So she's saying don't have kids?
He said, lucky we have this wonderful relationship. We can have sex on the kitchen floor and not worry about the kids walking in. We were in the cab playing I Spy. I spy a mailbox, I spy a lamppost. And she said, I spy a family.
Aww.
To cry.
That broke her heart.
You know, I just started crying. The thing is, Joe, we never do fly off to Rome on a moment's notice.
In the kitchen.
So let's have kids.
Not once. It's this very cold, hard Mexican ceramic.
Harry, you know what you gotta do.
We talked about it for a long time, and I said, this is what I want, and he said, well, I don't. And I said, well, I guess it's over, and he left.
It's actually interesting because he's considering family settle. He wants to settle down. So maybe they both finally at the stage in life that they can.
Boy, you sound
Try
really
it?
healthy.
At least I got the apartment.
That's what everybody says to me, too. What they could do to make it easier is combine the obituaries with the real estate section. In a spacious 3-bedroom apartment with a wood-burning fireplace. See?
He made her laugh.
I didn't like you.
Yeah, you did. You were just so uptight then. You're much softer now.
I just didn't want to sleep with you, and you had to write it off as a character flaw instead of dealing with the possibility that it might have something to do with you.
There's nothing that has to do with me.
Would you like to have dinner with me sometime?
Are we becoming friends now?
You know what happens when you become friends?
Great. A woman friend. You know, you may be the first to try
You know what that means.
to sleep with in my entire life.
That's wonderful, Harry.
We're both born in the same hospital.
1921.
7 days apart.
In the same hospital.
I wrote up 9 extra floors just to keep talking to her.
9 extra floors.
What a man. What a true gentleman. Well, this is depressing.
You been sleeping?
Why?
'Cause I haven't been sleeping. I really miss Helen.
Maybe I've got their apartment.
Well, I went to bed at 7:30 last night. I haven't done that since the 3rd grade.
Well, that's the good thing about depression. Get your rest.
I did for a while, but now I'm pretty much...
This is what people do in New York.
I don't miss him. I really don't.
Not even a little?
These guys are so depressed, they're perfect for each other.
I miss the idea of him.
Thank you. They're watching it together but separate.
High maintenance and low maintenance.
And Ingrid Bergman is low maintenance? Which one am I?
You're the worst kind. You're high maintenance, but you think you're low maintenance. Have the balsamic vinegar and oil, but on the side. And then the salmon with the mustard.
Yeah, she's very much like that.
Well, I just want it the way I want it.
I know. High maintenance.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Foreshadowing.
Probably a 24-hour tumor they're going around.
You don't have a tumor.
How do you know?
Yeah, they just spread, don't they?
I'll stay up and moan. Maybe I should practice now.
Good night, Harry.
Good night.
That was a sweet little scene. He's still doing it. Okay, this is getting concerning now.
He rips off my clothes.
Then what happens?
That's it.
Faceless guy rips off your clothes, and that's the sex fantasy.
Shall we try that dream out right now?
Well, sometimes I varied it a little.
Which part?
What I'm wearing.
Crazy.
Waiter, there is too much pepper on my paprikas.
Waiter,
There is too much pepper. Would you like to go to the movies with me tonight?
Would you like to go? What?
Not to repeat, please, to answer.
Well, I'd love to, Harry, but I can't.
What do you have? A hot date?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I think it's great that you have a date.
You do?
Yeah.
So not jealous at all.
I think you should wear skirts more. You look really good in skirts.
I do?
Yeah.
I'm wondering now if this movie, they're not going to get together, but they're going to be very, very close friends.
Oh, I'm not ready.
You should.
I would not be good for anybody right now.
It's time.
You only had one date. How do you know it's not going to get worse?
That is a
How much worse can
big ass carpet.
So I downshift into small talk, and I ask her where she went to school, and she says Michigan State. And this reminds me of Helen. Heck, my heart's beating like a wild man, and I start sweating like a pig.
Helen went to Michigan State?
No, she went to Northwest.
It might be months before we're actually able to enjoy going out with someone new. Before we're actually able to go to bed with someone new.
Oh, I went to bed with her.
You went to bed with her?
She's like, what?
Enjoy being with her?
Yeah.
You find her attractive?
Yeah.
And you're not sleeping with her?
No. Can't you give me credit for this? This is a big thing for me. I never had a
He
relationship.
wasn't going to hit it, and the ball just vroom, straight at him.
I got a whole stack of quarters, and I was here first.
We're not.
Was two.
We're not.
Was two.
Jerk.
Even with a kid.
I get the woman's point of view on things. She tells me about the men that she goes out with, and I can talk to her about the women that I see. I took her to a place that wasn't human. She actually meowed.
You made a woman meow?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's the point.
What did he do?
And the great thing is, I don't have to lie because I'm not always thinking about how to get her into bed.
You made a woman meow?
He has grown.
Must have an early meeting, early haircut, early squash game.
You don't play squash.
They don't know that. They just met me.
He's an incredible man, isn't he?
Just would have ended up being some woman you had to get up out of bed and leave at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Why are you getting so upset? This is not about you.
Yes, it is. You are a human.
Just imagine if she was.
Because they...
Yes, because they...
Yes, okay.
Why? Most women at one time or another have faked it.
Well, they haven't faked it with me.
How do you know?
Oh, he knows.
It's that all men are sure it never happened to them, and most women at one time or another have done it, so you do the math.
You don't think that I can tell a difference?
No.
Get out of here.
Ooh.
Are you okay?
What is she doing?
Oh. Oh. God. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh.
Oh no, it's getting... People are looking.
Oh. 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 Oh, God.
The hell's this woman doing?
Yes! Oh! Yes! 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 Yes!
She's too into it.
Oh.
You finished? And I thought he was the unhinged
I'll
one.
have what she's having.
Yes, I think we all will. They've been close friends. He's made her do that at the table. And now it's Christmas. Oh, this is too magical.
Real good spy.
I like you without your beard. You can see your face.
They have such a great time together.
I really want to thank you for taking me out tonight.
Neither one of us is with anybody. You got a date.
Deal.
But what if they were with each other? They're thinking about each other a little bit more.
Some air?
Oh no, I thought it was gonna happen. No fireworks. I mean, it counts.
I knew. I knew the way you know about a good melon.
You sent flowers to yourself.
Do people know about good melon?
My best friends, and you are one of my best friends. And if by some chance you two hit it off, then we could all still be friends instead of drifting apart the way you...
But what if it doesn't hit it off?
Doesn't know your...
Does that affect their friendship?
Ever left his wife, and I actually met him, I am sure that you and I would drift apart.
I don't know about this.
It's just a dinner.
You know, I finally got into a place in my life where...
Oh, gosh.
Why don't you take me around?
How many times do I have to tell you?
What if the roles are gonna reverse and
Yeah, but you are
Harry and Sally go together and Carrie Fisher and him get together?
not that attractive. They're always described as having a good personality. Which one is she?
Attractive.
But not beautiful, right?
Oh, it's so complicated.
I read Jimmy Breslin. It's as if he's leaving some kind of a...
Would I have seen any of your windows?
You can tell the spark is just not there.
Well, the people
But I think they would. Carrie Fisher and him would get on with though.
The reason I became a writer, but that's not important.
You and Marie are both from New Jersey.
Really?
Where are you from?
South Orange.
Haddonfield.
Oh.
That's the end of the conversation.
I think restaurants have become too important.
Oh, I agree. Restaurants are to people in the 80s what theater was to people in the 60s.
I wrote that.
Get out of here.
No, I did.
They're perfect for each other.
Amazing. Don't you think that's amazing? And you wrote it?
I also wrote Pastor's the Quiche for the 80s.
Get over yourself.
I did.
Sally writes for New York Magazine.
I don't care about Sally. Put her over there.
Is it that articulate?
Nobody has ever quoted me back to me before.
Oh come on, it's so obvious.
Jess.
Well,
Do you think you could go out with him?
I don't know.
Because I feel really comfortable with him.
I'm just worried about Harry. He's very sensitive. He's going through a rough period, and I just don't want you to reject him right now.
You don't think you're gonna call Marie? Do you mind if I call her?
I mean, Sally's very vulnerable right now. I mean, you can call Marie, it's fine, but just like wait a week.
So caring for each other.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Great. Taxi!
That was completely thrown out the door then.
I have to get this. I
Harry,
have to get this.
We're here for Jess and Marie.
Battery-operated pith helmet with fan.
Why is this necessary in life?
Perfect.
Please report to me. Look at this. This is the greatest. You're gonna love this.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in my Surrey.
Fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-step and shudder.
Everyone else in the store like,
Well, pop.
why are these people singing? Like, what the hell's going on with them?
She's coming right towards me.
Press
How are you?
pause on the music.
Fine, I'm fine.
Harry Burns.
Harry.
Good performance, by the way. Just putting it out there.
Right, Helen Hilson.
See you.
Yeah, bye.
Wow,
Nice to meet you.
great conversation.
Dude, didn't she? She looked really weird. She looked very weird. Really, she must be retaining oil.
Harry.
Believe me, the woman saved everything.
Sure.
He's a broken man.
Oh, I'm fine.
I like it. It works. It says home to me.
All right. All right. We'll let Harry and Sally be the judge.
This is an interesting table.
What do you think?
Oh, they're moving in together.
He likes it. He's a guy.
Maybe you put flowers in the middle. That would look quite nice.
Get any of your things.
If we had an extra room, you could put all your things in, including your bar stools.
You don't like my bar stools? Harry,
Oh no,
someone has to...
not the bar stools.
This, Helen and I, we had blank walls. We hung things.
Oh no, he's having flashbacks.
Later, you find yourself singing "Surrey" with a fringe on top in front of Ira.
We have to talk about this right now.
Yes, I think that.
Man needs some therapy.
Later, you're going to be screaming at each other about who's going to get this dish. This $8 dish will cost you $1,000 in phone calls. Marie,
He's having a breakdown.
15 rounds over who's going to get this coffee table. This stupid wagon
wagon wheel, Roy Rogers garage sale coffee table.
I thought you liked it.
It's a bit harsh.
Nice!
So we don't go with the wheel table?
I never want that wagon wheel coffee table.
I thought she was going to say that. Even when we get divorced and we hate each other so much and I take everything of yours,
I know.
you can have that wagon wheel.
I'll be giving a lecture series on social graces. Would you let me know? Because I'll sign up.
You don't have to take your anger out on me.
Oh, I think I'm entitled to throw a little anger your way. Never get upset about anything.
Don't be ridiculous.
What? Never get upset about
I'm upset now. How about that?
seeing anyone.
I see people.
See people. Have you slept with one person since you broke up with Joe?
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
Why do they make this so public in front of everyone?
Make love to somebody when it is making love, not the way you do it like you're out for revenge or something.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was not where I thought it was going to go.
Don't say a word. Monkey see monkey.
Where are they going to put the wagon wheel on the street?
Mouth,
Ethel
baby
Merman.
fish mouth. Draw something resembling anything.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
Talk. Baby talk. What's that?
All right, who wants coffee?
I do and I love you.
Oh.
Where's the bathroom?
I was going to be even more broken if she does fall in love and get married. Oh, everyone's moved on.
A little young for Harry, don't you think?
Oh, she's young, but look what she's done.
Does Julian seem a little stuffy to you?
He's a good guy. You should talk to him. Get to know him.
You all went to a Met game together?
Yeah, but, well, you know, it was a last-minute thing.
But Sally hates baseball.
Harry doesn't even like sweets.
They know each other too well.
Finishing a book.
Could you come over?
What's the matter?
He's getting...
Oh, no.
Who?
Joe.
How'd that happen?
Come on in.
Definitely not.
Called me up, wanted to see how you were. Fine. How are you? Fine. And I'm sitting on the phone thinking, I'm over him. I really
So many tissues on the floor.
was ever remotely interested in any of that. In his office, she's a paralegal. Her name is Kimberly. She's supposed to be his transitional person. She's not supposed to be the one. All this time, I've been saying,
Gonna need another box of tissues at this rate.
want to marry me. He didn't love me.
What a douche.
What's the matter with me?
Nothing.
I'm difficult.
You're challenging.
So I drove him away.
Oh, I drove him away. It was all me.
Kaplan had babies when he was 73.
Yeah, but he was too old to pick him up.
Still makes her laugh even though she's crying.
Could you just hold me a little longer?
Oh, sure.
How were they so blind to see it? It's so obvious. Well, okay then. He's like, oh my god, what have I done? He wants to leave straight away. It's been 30 seconds.
Get up for some water, so it's really no trouble.
Isn't he technically in a relationship? She's gonna go back to the bed and he's just disappeared.
Watch something?
No, not unless you do.
No.
I don't know what to make of it. It's cute and sweet. It finally happened, but also like he doesn't know what to do either. He's gone.
I gotta go. Fine, I'll call you later.
Fine.
So is it happening? Didn't completely abandon her.
Call so early. Are you all right?
No one I know would call at this hour.
I just...
Oh, Harry's gonna ring him.
No one I know would call at this
That's
hour.
so awful.
I need to talk.
What happened?
What's the matter?
Harry came over last night.
This is amazing.
They did it.
That's great, Sally.
We've been praying for
We
it.
should-
How was it?
The during part was good,
I thought it was good.
but then I felt
But
suffocated.
then I guess it wasn't.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
You'd never go to bed with anyone when you found out your last boyfriend is getting married.
Who's that talking?
Do you want to come over for breakfast?
No, I'm not up to it.
No, I feel too awful.
Good. I mean, it's...
Oh, thank God.
God.
I know.
I'll just say we made a mistake.
Sally, it was a mistake.
I just hope I get to say it first. It was a mistake.
I
Yeah,
am
said it.
so relieved that you think so, too. I'm not saying last night wasn't great.
It was.
Yes, it was.
You just never should have done it.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yes, so relieved. I so don't want you.
Her stories. You tell all your stories.
When you do these power walks, do you always have to walk like that?
You're supposed to do. You know? Maybe you get to a certain point in a relationship where it's just too late to have sex. You know?
To the wedding?
I don't think so. He was seeing this anthropologist, but
What does she look like?
thin, pretty, big tits. Your basic nightmare.
Oh, Marie.
I'll tell the truth.
She wishes it was her.
Gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Marie and Jess. Wine they will share binds all their hopes together. And by the rings they will wear,
It's like if they're getting married.
About you? Me?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about you? Oh no. Oh, not you again, Harry.
Just try to get from the day before Thanksgiving to the day after New Year's.
A lot of suicides.
Are you seeing anybody?
Harry,
What?
I don't want to talk about this.
Why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, are we gonna carry this thing around forever?
Forever. It just happened.
It happened 3 weeks ago. You know how a year to a person is like 7 years to a dog?
Is one of us supposed to be a
Harry is that dog. Harry is the dog.
dog?
You are.
I am. I am the dog. I am the dog. I didn't mean anything.
I'm not saying it didn't mean anything. I am saying, why does it have to mean everything?
Because it does.
I didn't walk out.
No, sprinted is more like it.
We both agreed it was a mistake.
The worst mistake I ever made.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you.
Oh no.
Longer, Harry. What was I supposed to do?
What are you saying? You took pity on me?
No, I was...
Fuck you.
To Harry and Sally.
Oh no.
If Marie or I had found either of them remotely attractive, we would not be here today.
Clap to the ugly people, everyone.
Let yourself be light.
She's doing it on her own.
Happy to do the traditional Christmas grovel. Give me a call.
The fact that you're not answering leads me to believe you're either A, not at home, B, home but don't want to talk to me, or C, home,
dead.
trapped under something heavy.
Yep, that's a good option. Oh, Sally, stop being so stubborn.
Making a schmuck out of myself. If you're feeling sad and lonely,
What were you just saying, Harry?
Call me. Maybe it's late to just call me.
Hi, Harry.
hello, hi. I didn't know that you were there. What are you doing?
Did you buy that
Just on my way out.
system just for that?
Say I'm sorry. Are you going to the Tyler's party? Because I don't have a date. And if you don't have a date, we always said that if neither one of us had a date, we could be together.
I can't
They
do
did.
this anymore. I am not your consolation prize.
She needed Harry to commit, and he left. Oh, I actually thought he went and bought it, but no.
At a big, crowded party pretending to have a good time. Plus, this is the perfect time to catch up on my window shopping.
Read the card.
Oh, yes! Once again, Harry's the only one to make her laugh. Because she's faking it.
You'll never get a taxi.
When she first left,
Thing is that men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
They don't want to have sex with you.
Doesn't matter because the sex thing is already out there, so the friendship is ultimately doomed, and that is the end of the story.
they were really good together.
Person that I knew in New York.
Who would have thought this would have happened when she dropped him off? Is it finally hit him? She's the one.
Well, the thought of not kissing somebody is just...
I'll kiss you.
Oh, okay. Calm down there, mate. You're married.
Nobody else gave me a I love you still.
This song's perfect.
Thank you. And the thing is, I love you.
How do you expect me to respond to this?
How about you love
With a kiss?
How about I'm leaving? You just can't show up here, tell me you love me, and expect that to make everything all right.
Well, how does it work?
I don't know, but not this way.
I love that it takes you an hour and a half to order a sandwich. I love that you get a little crinkle above your nose when you're looking at me like I'm nuts. I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
You do love me.
Like you, Harry, you say things like that and you make it impossible for me to hate you. I really hate you.
But she also loves him.
What does this song mean? My whole life, I don't know what this song means. And we should forget.
And this is why she hates you.
It just means that we should remember that we forgot them or something. Anyway, it's about old friends.
We've really come a long way.
The time we met, we became friends.
We were friends for a long time.
And then we weren't.
And then
They're doing the couple thing.
got married.
It only took 3 months. It was great.
Beautiful
We had
wedding.
this enormous coconut cake.
Very rich chocolate sauce on the side.
Right? Because not everybody likes it on the cake because it makes it very soggy.
It's important to keep it on the side.
Right.
That was the end. Oh my gosh, that was so wholesome. I'm so glad it didn't break my heart, but in fact melted it. Wow, that was an amazing movie. Oh well guys, what can I say? Harry Met Sally, that was amazing. I'm so glad you guys recommended it. I wouldn't have watched it otherwise. There was that little flashback scene where it just went through their cute moments throughout the movie, and it made you realize, wow, their chemistry is just amazing. And I think that's one of the standout points in this movie. Just the looks, you could tell there was a connection there. I just love also that it all started from that journey to get to New York. It was that 19 hours together, and I don't know how she put up with him when he talks so much just about anything random. He was so unhinged. He was talking about like death and reading the last chapter of the book, and then after all those years they met up multiple times, and then they had a 10-year friendship, which was so cute and adorable. And I thought for a long time maybe they weren't going to get together, and maybe they would just become really close friends. And it was Christmas in New York, which made it even more magic. This movie was truly amazing, and maybe a new Christmas movie for me to check out each year. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. What was your favorite moment? What was your experience when you watched this for the first time? And I'll see you guys in my next video.